is a PhD student in microbiology in the School of Molecular and Biomedical Sciences, advised by Dr. Robert Wheeler and the College of Earth, Life, and Health Sciences. And Allie's title of her presentation is Uncovering Factors Involved in Bacterial-Drug Synergy Against Candida. Allie.
Have you ever had an infection that just wouldn't go away? Maybe you took antibiotics for a bad cough, but it still lingered. These infections are even more dangerous for people with weakened immune systems, such as those with cancer, HIV/AIDS, or diabetes. In fact, most people in this room know someone that falls into this category. And we also know that these patients are more likely to be hospitalized because of their conditions. Now, due to a weakened immune system and exposure to pathogens, these patients are more likely to develop a systemic fungal infection that is resistant to treatment. No matter how many medications they take, the infection doesn't go away. One big culprit is a fungus called Candida albicans, also known as yeast. Yes, the same yeast that causes the common vaginal yeast infection. It usually lives in our bodies without causing problems, but when it gets out of control in these patients with weakened immune systems, it can be deadly. And the worst part, 1 in 4 patients hospitalized with a systemic Candida yeast infection won't survive. But the yeast isn't always working alone. For people with conditions like cystic fibrosis, there's a bacteria, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, pictured here in green, that works kind of like a sidekick. When these two microbes team up, patients get sicker, the treatments stop working as well, and doctors don't understand why. That's where my research comes in. And we've made a surprising discovery. The bacteria actually helps the common antifungal drugs that we use work better against the yeast. How? Well, the bacteria seems to mess with the yeast's defense systems, making it easier to kill. Now, I'm figuring out exactly how the bacteria is doing this, and we think it has to do with the way the bacteria communicate with each other and release toxins. But if we can crack this code, we could find a whole new way to treat these fungal infections, not just by killing the yeast, but by tricking the bacteria into helping us cure the infection. If we imagine both of these microbes as boxers in a ring, this bacteria might start throwing unexpected punches using these unknown components as its gloves to weaken the fungus's defenses and win the match. This could be a game changer for treating these deadly infections, and if we can control how these microbes interact, we might finally be able to cure the infections that refuse to go away. Because sometimes the best way to treat the bad guys is to turn them against each other. Thank you.